not ready. You guys are not ready for our aspirations. I saw Wicked on Broadway this morning. Time out. Say the truth. Omar, don't lie. Omar, what was your favorite song? Omar, what was your favorite song? Let's start there. Let me plug in my controller. Controller. A Chorus Line and the Ben's Visits are my favorite musicals. I live in Philly, but I'm close to New York City, so I've been lucky to see a lot of musical shows and touring shows. I love that. The stage show of Cats is so much more interesting than the movie. I heard that the movie was terrible. I remember like when the movie came out, it was like a whole meme about like how bad the movie was. I love when Alphaba saved the. Okay, all right, all right. Wait, isn't Lion King on Broadway the one that cast Kanye's kid Northwest? She's in a Broadway show. I didn't know that. And Six, I heard of Six, but I haven't seen it. The way I'm such a fake, I'm a fake nerd of anything. Like I'm literally a fake of anything. Because I like a lot of things, but I feel like I like them on the surface, if that makes sense. Because people are gonna be like, "Oh, like, haven't you seen that musical?" And I'm like, "Nope, I have not." But I love musicals, though. Haven't you seen this movie? And I'm like, "No, I have not seen it." Oh, you like video games? Didn't you know that, like in The Sims? And I'm like, no, I know, I don't know these things. Throw the whole Omar away. It is, it really is. The second movie, especially, is a crime. All black casted guys and dolls, and it was just so fun. Oh, I want to watch The Wiz. I want to watch The Wiz. Um, that's like the black version of like Wicked, or like the black version of the Wizard of Oz, or something like that. I want to see that. Wait, what am I looking for? I'm a professional streamer. I'm a professional streamer. I'm gonna try to go villager hunting today. I'm gonna try to go villager hunting today. Um, I think I just have to set up a tent maybe for my villagers. I don't know what's missing. There you go. Where is the chat still connecting? Something is wrong. Let's try again. Yeah, it was. You can usually watch pirated movies or Broadway stage productions on YouTube. I love it. Hi, Fun. Welcome in. Fun, a happy new year. The Wiz is so freaking good. Al, I didn't know you were about the culture like that. Thing is, if I'm such a fake fan, I'm literally a fake fan. I'll be like, oh, I'm such a huge fan of this artist, and people are like, oh my gosh, do you know what XYZ? And I'm like, I don't know. Like this is above. I did not go that far. Let me just change a few things over here. Let's remove this because it's not working. Okay, awesome. I'm not really fundraising for the camera anymore. Well, contributions are still appreciated, but I'm not like actively fundraising for it. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Yay. Maybe we should do another month of watching musicals. We had a whole month where we watched musicals last year on Discord, so maybe we should do that again. Their pirated video plays are usually how I watch for sure. Like, listen, because otherwise I feel like it's probably hard to watch. Doozy, I'm sorry, your message got deleted. It deletes the links. Northwest Lion King performance? What? People are pissed because it's nepotism? Were people pissed because it's nepotism? W ads, get that money. I'm from a very deep dive family. I love that. Like, were musicals something that you enjoyed with the rest of your family growing up, for people that enjoyed them? This is the design, the Kimpi, ass acting, great vocals, great time overall. W parroting. You know, if it fan, no one can know everything. That is true. Fan, you're so sweet. Happy New Year to you. There's no entry price for being a fan. All that's required is that I hate when people get bougie. There's some people like that in the gaming community. There's some people like that in like the music, animes, and any point of interest. There's some people like that, but like especially things that are like related to like culture in general, like cultural stuff. There's people that are like, oh, you didn't watch this this band live in 2001 when they did this secret show in, and I'm like, okay, you're not gonna get a medal just because you spent money. All right, you're not gonna get a medal just because you spent money. Pink Trunk, did you have the in our face? W new update. It's not even the right date and time. She doesn't have a huge update for me. What the heck? Is that normal? You had a Canadian Content Day. Do you have anything uniquely Canadian that you love? Canadian Content Day. Wait, what did you do so that I have an idea as to what you mean by that? Has anyone seen the movie Theater Camp? It's so funny. I have not. Is it a musical? You got a fake Switch. That's why there's no update. Okay. First of all, the Switch was a gift from this community. Wait, where's my hotel? Where the hell? Where's my hotel? Wait. Guys? Is it because I haven't reached the part of the game where Cap'n shows up? The pier? Oh, this is not the pier. Okay, great. On my previous island, the pier was over there. Okay, so I'm just not in the right location. Tamnook stole your house. You see it. Al, justice for Pink Umbrella. Oh, I don't know where the pier is. This is a new island, you see? And I am not used to it yet. It's funny and so true to doing theater work. It's about musical theater camp and it's ridiculous. Is it a show or is it a movie? Maybe we should watch it on Discord. Is that my peer? Is that my peer, y'all? Wait, no. What am I doing? Do I have to go to the airport? You got a lot of trash on this island. I do. You sold it? Kiana, thank you. Kiana, thank you. It's a movie, but it feels like a show because that movie flies by. Wait, maybe I don't have... Let me close the game completely. Let's close the game completely. Let's reset everything because where's my hotel? Where's my hotel? Save and end. We're gonna save and end. We're gonna change the date and the time to like the current time and date. Don't start with me. Kiana, welcome in. Happy New Year. Kiana, you are welcome here. Okay, and yes, please start with Omar. I think you'll need to unlock I need to unlock Cap'n. Oh gosh. So you guys mean to tell me that I can't play the update? I mean, I can still play the update. It's just that I can't have a hotel. Oh, that's awkward. Oh, that's awkward. Wait. I think you need to be quite far in the game. So I didn't do my homework. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, but man, let's change the Schmidt. Happy New Year, Schmidt. I love that so I started seeing so many of you guys in Jason's stream in the morning. I love it. Like people that I didn't meet through Jason, if that makes sense. Screw it, Omar, blow up the moon. Wait, what? Yes, Omar blew up the moon. Yes. Now me showing up only for Omar to be here too. Did your game update before you opened it? I think my game was already open. Hi, Sheila. Sheila, I'm really proud of you. And I liked your vlog. I liked your video. I'm proud of you. And I'm glad that you're enjoying your new job. The way I saw you another time in FD6, right in FD stream, we were meant to be. Sweet. I love it. I love it. So what you guys are telling me is that I need to watch a lot of musicals, which was already a given, but it's I need like a why do I have two eagles on my island? I have two eagles on my island because of you guys. We went villager hunting the last time and you made me invite Celia. I explicitly said, I said you guys can vote for who we invite or not. I said you guys are gonna vote. But before I started the vote, I explicitly said, I don't like Celia. I had her on my island before and I didn't like her. And you guys still voted for me to invite her. That's actually bonkers. Bonkers. Mm-mm-mm. I was showing off funny old Canadian commercials and shows in the Canadian heritage moments that used to always show up on TV. Did you show up the ad with the small hippo? The small hippo, the house hippo? I showed this ad here and people thought I was making it up. People keep on thinking that I made it up and I'm like, this was playing on TV. A bird island? I will never have a bird island. Wait, I have 3 birds. So might as well have a bird island. Might as well have a bird island. I have 3 birds. I'm not a bird. Guys, what do I do since I don't have the hotel? What do I do? I don't have the false advertisement. The false advertisement. I don't have the hotel yet. Oh, that's awkward. Okay. I still think the best animated Canadian X word is Monad the Vampire. I could put trees in your inventory. You could put trees in your inventory, and then what does that do if I put them in my inventory? His white people tier list had me crying. Wait, FD did a white people tier list? I need to watch that. I love when people... I love when people do that. I gotta catch more FD stream too. He's so funny. He's so funny. And it's so funny because I feel like he's slowly getting used to like streaming on Twitch. It's so funny when you see people that are like use like YouTubers or like on other platforms and they stream on Twitch and they don't utilize the Twitch features like at all. Like at all. Like any like bigger like content creators or like celebrities that I've seen like streaming on, not even celebrities quote unquote, but like celebrities that I've seen stream on Twitch. It's like they don't rechat, they don't acknowledge raids, they people subscribe, they don't see because they literally don't know what's like they don't know anything. Like they are literally just yapping and I'm like, this is actually the level that I'm trying to be at. Because your content needs to exist whether there's people in your chat or not. You know what I'm saying? So there's something to be that I learned from like watching them is like your content needs to exist whether there's people in your chat or not that are talking. You know what I'm saying? That's part of the update. Oh, wait. Oh, I can put trees in my inventory. That's part of the update. Oh, I see. Okay. Do you know the sweater, the old cartoon about the little boy that wanted a Montreal Canadian jersey, but they sent him a Toronto? I don't know what that is. Canadian shows. I watched Degrassi a lot growing up. I watched Degrassi a lot growing up. Hi, Oxy. Welcome in. Happy New Year. Well, guys, we can't do 3.0. But we can do other things. Like, we're gonna go villager hunting because why not? But I think to go villager hunting, I need a new plot. And I think to get a new plot, I need to buy it. This is the most bootleg stream. Did you guys watch George Shrinks at all? I love that show. I think I watched it a little bit, but not a lot. Jacob Tutu, he lived in Westmount. What is that? You're a bootleg person. Tell him. Let's talk infrastructures. Wait, guys, how do I have guys, how do I set up new houses for new people? Am I like really not far in the game enough? Wait, am I really not far in the game? I was so excited. I was like, guys, I'm gonna be ready. Oh, by adding a campsite. There you go, a campsite. Okay. Yes. A campsite. We're doing the thing. We're doing the thing. I am Heated Rivalry. Thank you very much. I watched Heated Rivalry before it was popular. I was like watching TV one night. It was like, I don't mean to be that person, but I'm gonna be that person. It was before people were talking about it on Twitter or whatever. And I was like on Crave and I was like, oh, this looks cool. And I clicked on it and I was like, oh. I was like, okay. Okay. You wanna know what Pink called you in her YouTube stream? I did not call Schmidt nothing bad. She didn't watch Caillou like the rest. Is she watch Caillou from Wish? What? I forgot to show that one off. Is that a Canadian show as well? Oh, no lie detected. Why were you watching it? I was just watching it. Pink Smuts Night. Okay, let's calm down. But that show is that show is basically that. You know what? You should Interview with the Vampire. We started it on Discord and we didn't finish it. We started it on Discord and we didn't finish it. I need to finish that actually. I think we only had one episode left of like the first season to go through. Let me make my campsite, that way we can go villager hunting. At least, you know, let's do something, you know? Can now use materials, ingredients in your home storage? Stored items cannot be used while on another... This is lit. It was about time. It was about time. Do you know how it's so annoying when you have to go home and try to count how many of the material you need? Oh my gosh, that is so good. This update is sickening. I beg you finish it. Okay, I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna finish it, I promise. What TV are you guys watching these days? I haven't watched TV in a long time. I saw that there's a new like Knives Out movie and I want to watch it. I felt like the second one was not as good. But what's her name? The black queer singer actress. What's her name? Their name? And she's like painfully gorgeous. Beyonce, not Beyonce. The new Knives Out movie is so fun. Do you feel like it's better than the second one? My kid says hi and shows you're enjoying the update. Hi, kid. Hi, Schmidt's kid. I'm enjoying it so far, but I don't have Cap'n unlocked yet. So I cannot set up my hotel. Janelle Monáe, yes. Janelle Monáe is so pretty. I don't think I've ever seen anybody with skin that good. I always say that I have literally never seen someone who has that good of a skin. Her skin is so damn good. Like, her skin is perfection. Omar faux woke, literally. I that Omar are the same. Are you guys the same now? Okay, I had some pretty unique shows like Cyber 6. Are You Afraid of the Dark? Babar is a Canadian show. Babar l'éléphant. What's the raccoons? Sticking around. I feel like I watched TV only in French growing up, so some of these I don't recognize them, but if I saw the title in French, maybe I would know them. I didn't know that Babar was French. Babar was so good. I love Babar. I love Babar. I like how a lot of us had like a memory unlock from this. Is Rupert Bear? I don't know what that is, but also maybe I just don't know it in English. The Babar memory unlocked. The raccoons, I'm not familiar with it either. I watched the show 16. That's more like a kind of like teenager show, and I will never forget about that show because I'm pretty sure it's Canadian, 16. and it's like teenagers going through like teenager stuff and whatever, and it was like cartoon animated. And I will never forget that show. Total Drama was so good. I watched that with my sisters a lot. Like Total Drama was so damn good. You can watch it for free. A lot of these shows you can watch them on YouTube, by the way. A lot of these shows stream on YouTube 24/7. You can watch them for free on YouTube. Total Drama Island, you can watch it on YouTube for free unless they took it down. Side note, I was thinking, I wondered if there's something that like changed. I feel like a lot of those television channels, I feel like because people have been canceling their like subscriptions and whatnot, maybe that's not the reason, but a lot of them have been putting their shows on YouTube for free. Like a lot of them have been putting their shows on YouTube for free, and that's been interesting to me. I was wondering about that, like what the reason was. Bear tea. When did I buy that? A knit hat? Oh. Oh, my pockets are full. Well, let me put the camping setup. I think the best children years show is either Pengu or Pocoyo. I don't think I know that one. Baba was a French book, but the cartoon was made for French and English Canada. No way. It was a book. I remember that there was a book for sure. The kiddies are so much better than Jonesy, darn it. Yo. Oh my gosh, being 16 was nothing like 16 and I was so disappointed. J'ai 16 ans, le temps prêt, je commence une vie nouvelle et je vais dans mes propres ailes. Quand les cours sont finis, on se retrouve entre amis. Toute l'année, on fait la fête. On adore être ensemble. I only watched shows in French at the time. No, the reason why I will never forget 16, I know that I said this story before, but it's so funny to me and I need to say it again. And even if you guys have heard me say it before, I don't care, I'm gonna say it again. There's that one episode, I don't remember what the name of the girl is. She went to her crush's house or new boyfriend house and she had extreme diarrhea. She was sick, she had extreme diarrhea. And her stomach was bubbling. And she was locked. She was so embarrassed. She locked herself in the bathroom for hours and it was like, what the F? And then she clogged the toilet. And she was so embarrassed to come out. And she stayed there for hours. When I think of like moments in TV shows that like literally changed my brain chemistry, that literally changed my life. When I think of moments in TV shows and movies that literally changed my brain chemistry, like this is one of them. Oh my gosh. It's because funding for TV has gone down, frankly, universally, which is very disappointing because a lot of the most famous of our time were projects that companies took a chance on. Oh, that is so true. I never thought of it that way. But that makes a lot of sense. I love reading Tintin books. I like Tintin as well. They did poop when they moved. Ray's face! Oh my gosh, I love that. In French, it was Sourire d'enfer. Sourire d'enfer. Sourire d'enfer. Ma vie est bien compliquée. Histoire de cœur. J'aime mieux ne pas en parler. Adolescence. Tout finit par s'arranger. Sourire d'enfer. That was really good. I think it was Jen. Oh my god, that episode traumatized me. Yotina, that episode traumatized me. I literally watched that over 15 years ago, and I remember to this day, my brain has not been the same. Hi, Talvi, Happy New Year! Cartoon Network shows were crazy. I would maybe see so excited. The show was the reason so many of y'all were afraid to clog the toilet at a host house. Like, I was noticing how streamers have names for their communities. Like, Ivy has the Ivy League. So she asked about you and wondered, is your community the Piss Factory or something? The name of the community is not the Piss Factory. The name of the community is the Umbrellas or Umbrellies. But there's it's hard to explain, but within the community there's also a Piss Factory. And many people in this community work in it. A Canadian show I love was Radio Free Roscoe. I heard of that one, but I don't think I watched it. 3D Tintin movie was so good. I liked it too. Tintin, I understand. It was in different. It was made in different times. Okay. I talked about this before, but you know, like the Tintins, the real ones remember the Tintins when it's like Tintins in like Africa, and they made everybody like charcoal black. Actually, it was not the original name of the comic was not Tintin in Africa. The original name was Tintin. Hi Celestine, happy new year to you. The original name of the comic was, I can say it. The thing is, I don't know how to translate it in English. It was like basically Tintin at the N words, like basically. It was basically Tintin at the N words, basically. And they also had one that was problematic with like Tintin in like in China. There was one Tintin in like native communities that was also problematic. It was different times. But I like Tintin though. Oh my gosh. Are they hiring the chief? Other with our umbrellas from because you're the reason Shiller talks crazy now because of her. No, 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 no. They needs a less problematic update. They need a less problematic update. The real story here is I need to do better supervising the contaminators. Sounds like me and my dogs. And they give it to the Niger treatment. That's as they did. Tintin is all problematic. What do you mean? Tintin is hella problematic. Was that? Well, I don't think there's new Tintins. Maybe there are. Like I know that I don't think it's like. I think the original author has probably passed. I don't know. It's definitely reflective of colonization. It's reflective of how the author th- the perspective of a colonizer country. Yes, yes. Argentina my indigeneity and accusing me of being pretendian. Okay, wait. Did I sell everything I want to sell? Ojo, there has yes, pass. Died in 83. Okay. I'm learning so much about Tintin. The thing is, people probably if you go to your library, they're not gonna have the. I can say it. I mean, in French, like I'm pretty sure the title is like I can say because I'm a black, I'm a black African woman, from a country that was colonized. But like Tintin Chile, N word, I guess. You're not gonna be able to find that at your local library. Obviously, there are still copies that exist, and I'm pretty sure you can like buy it or whatever. Like people can still buy it for some reason, but it's obviously like libraries are not gonna just have that on their shelves. African, I've always had Pilor. Sheila's always had a Pilor. Omar, you're a fake fan. I'm playing Roblox and sitting food from people apartments in the Japanese. When are you gonna go back and work at that restaurant that you used to work at? Wait, let's go and talk to Mr. Man so that we can get a new villager in here. My library doesn't have it. No, I've got to head out. Have a good night, Al. Al, thank you so much for coming by and saying hi. I appreciate you. Have a good night, everybody. Can we say a good night? Wish a good night to Al. Teresine, enjoy your lurk. You miss Japan. You've been to Japan, RJ? My outfit is the game represents. My outfit in the game represents Pablo's. The country of Africa is beautiful this time of the year. I love. Wait, I didn't read the instructions, guys. What did he say? What did he? I didn't read. Oh no. I love that iShowSpeed is touring Africa right now. I love it a lot. I like it. I love it. Do I skip one day so that I can have a visitor? Agreed, right? I love the way that he's been touring. I love the way that, you see, like a lot of people are learning a lot of things about the African countries that he visited. This is really exciting. It's really, really exciting. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I didn't know like his content like that before. I didn't really know him too well. Also, like I don't typically. I know that like, how can I say, content can be good regardless of like age, but I don't typically watch people that are much younger than me. I think I'm probably like 10 years older than him. Like there's just sometimes it's just kind of like, oh, we don't usually. I feel like we don't have a lot of things in common. You know what I'm saying? So I don't typically watch. Isn't he like 20 years old or something like that? He's like really young. Omar is 50 years old. I'm gonna say it's important that he's showing young people, especially young black youth. Literally. Pink is auntie. I'm basically his auntie. I'm basically his auntie. Speaking of auntie, when I went to Omar is grandpa. When I went this holiday, I spent holiday with my in-laws and with my family. I went to a huge New Year's. Okay, I have a lot of thoughts right now, and I need to like structure my thoughts one thing at a time. First things first, I went to a New Year's Eve party with my family and like relatives. It was a huge party. I grew up going to huge New Year's Eve party, huge African like Cameroonian parties every single year. So, and oh, what did I do? And these parties were founded, it's like an association of like people that are Cameroonian that like immigrated to Canada around the same period, if that makes sense. So then they started like an association and they do activities together. So I grew up going to like those activities. Like it was a very strong sense of like community and like culture and blah blah blah. Anyways, let's unsync this. We're gonna go to tomorrow. At what time does like the thing reset? At 11? 10 a.m.? I don't know. Let's put it at 10 because I feel like that's like or like 11 a.m. I feel like that's good. Okay. And now we're gonna relaunch the game and then hopefully I can invite someone or something. Crispy! Happy New Year! So yeah, so I went to that party. I was really nervous because I've not seen a lot of those people in a long time. When at the start of the pandemic they stopped doing the parties and whatnot. So this is the first year since the start of the pandemic that like the parties have like have taken place essentially. I had not been in a long time and I was dreading the like uncles and aunties, especially the aunties being like, Pink, you never call me. Pink, we never see you. Pink, what are you doing with your life? Pink, you gained weight. Pink, you. And I was like, I was genuinely so nervous. I was genuinely so nervous, and I didn't want to go. But I was like, if I don't do it now, I don't know when I'm actually gonna be doing it. If that makes sense, because I don't want to live in fear anymore. I want to face my fears. So I did go, and it was fine. It was, the thing is though, we showed up late. I went with my in-laws. My parents, to be fair, my parents didn't respond to me. And I was like, I've been to a lot of Cameroonian parties. I don't know about other Africans, but I've been to a lot of Africans party. I've been to a lot of Cameroonian party and they never start on time. All right. Like it's the type of thing where it's always late. So I was like, I think we should be fine even if we show up at 9. And apparently it was not fine because when we showed up, everybody had already finished eating. And I was like, oh, this is awkward. And then like the guests felt awkward because we were late. And I was like, since when are you late at an African party? Did y'all think Pink? I did not pee myself. I did not pee myself. What are you doing with your life? I always the risk to always the comments about the weight. I hate it. I don't know about other Africans. So many similarities with Caribbean and African families, so many similarities. Sometimes I try to narrow it down to like just like Cameroon because I'm like, oh, there's gonna be people that are gonna be like, actually in my country we don't do that. And I'm gonna be like, yes, I understand. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like if you're also black or if you're also African or also like whatever, you're gonna understand that I don't. Obviously, there can be differences, obviously. But I feel like if it's like a white person that said that, I'm like, what do you mean Black African people are always late? Like, what do you know? You know what I mean? Pink did clog the toilet. I did not clog the toilet. Schmidt, I don't think you were here when I mentioned that earlier. First of all, guys, I did not clog the toilet. Earlier, I did mention though that my floor will not be reopening. The floor is still unavailable until the end of February. And my floor, other floors are gonna reopen, but my specific floor at work is not reopening. And I'm like, I don't know what to place in that lady's toilet. I don't know what to place in the woman's toilet. But it must have been really bad. It must have been really bad. Hi Kyle Andrew, welcome in. I Nintendo Switch Animal Crossing friends. Just made one friend at Animal Crossing and unlock my friend's lost. You lost a friend in Animal Crossing, Kyle? Guys, how do I add another house for people to live in? Do I just wait until someone... I guess I'm just gonna work on my island until I unlock the rest. Wait, you shut the whole floor down? It was not me, but the whole floor is down, yes. I had my things in the locker, so they finally contacted me to go and get my stuff from my locker. But I can't go on my floor. They're gonna have to come and give me my things. How big was it? What do you mean how big was it? We'll always run late. I always run late. Can confirm Canadians. Canadians parties be big. That means someone on your team emptied up that toilet. They're letting me work from home. They're letting us work from home. You have to add another user on your Switch. I have to add another user on my Switch? The first time I peed myself was in 5th grade because my teacher told me we weren't allowed. Wait, Sheila, I remember you telling that story. I remember you telling that story. They make separate user house. Oh, to make a separate user house, you have to add another user on your Switch. Oh no, I meant like, how do I get a new villager on my island? I want to get a new villager. Pink's Bus was like, you can clog your own toilet now, Pink. First of all, that did not happen. Okay. Yeah, I want a new villager plot. Sorry, I want a new villager plot. Yeah. I don't know how to do it. But maybe I should just like work on my island. Wait, how do I... How do I put this in the hole? Can I not? Oh, with the shovel? Wait. Depending on what part you're at, house plots will open. Okay, so I have to wait. I go to Tom. Okay, so I didn't have the option yet, so that means I have to do more. No one would notice because it was at the end of the day, but there was a puddle under my chair. Sheila, I hate this so much. I have 5 villagers right now, 5. I have the 2 starting ones and then the 3 house plots that he asked you to build. I need to get Kiki side on my island. Guys, we have a lot of work to do. I want to open a hotel at some point. So we better get to work. We better get to work. Burying the hole. There you go. Thank you. The shovel. Thank you. We got this. We're gonna work really hard. Need fossils? I can accept fossils. I can accept fossils. Hi Elise, Happy New Year. What was I saying about the African parties? Yeah, so we went to the African party and I don't even know why I was talking about that. I resisted the urge to tell the now teenagers that I used to watch them when they were kids. It was really difficult not to do it. It was really, really difficult not to do it, but I didn't do it because I hate when they do that to me. But it was really hard. Like, I saw the appeal of telling these youngies, these young people that like, you watched them when they were babies. That teacher's probably defacing themselves. This is influencing me to restart my eyelid. She like the start is literally such a pain. Oh, they must move in. All the items in your catalog, so definitely worth playing about first to get as many items as possibly. Okay, okay, okay. All right, guys, I'm gonna do things the right way. I had a housewarming party and my partner's family showed up on time and I was still in my bed. No, but like Schmidt. Okay, the thing is, I have a theory about this. Can I share it? Thank you. I will. I feel like showing up on time at like a social event. I'm not talking about like, oh, I booked an appointment at like for like a, I don't know, like a restaurant or like a escape room, like one of those things where you have to show up on time, otherwise you lose your spot. I feel like showing up on time at a social event, like a party or like a dinner, is kind of rude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's almost like a little bit rude. You know what I'm saying? Do you understand? Because realistically speaking, if you show up on time, if you show up on time, like literally right at the time that they told you, they're probably still trying to finish the food. They're probably still trying to set up, like, clean the dishes and kind of like put everything where it belongs or whatever. So like when you show up too like on time, and sometimes also like respectfully white people show up even early, and it's like, why are you showing up early for? You know, like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What if your guests help you set up? But the thing, I personally don't want my guests to help me set up. I appreciate that they want to help me set up, but I don't want them to help me set up because I want them to relax. So then I feel bad when they show up early and they're like, I can help you now. I'm like, no, you're not supposed, you're coming in as a guest. You're not supposed to have to do anything. Even if I'm the host, I'm not going to be ready. I'm not gonna be ready. I show up early for clothes and you're helping me get ready. That's the only part where I will get, if like we agreed that I was gonna help you. I like to give them some time. If you show up on time, you're getting put to work. You're gonna get put to work. But I don't typically like asking people to help me because I want them to come and relax. You know what I mean? I don't know where I was going with like the story about the party, because I wanted to say something. Oh, this is nice. How much is that? If it's more than $5,000, why is this 96,000 simoleons? Why is this 96,000 bells? Why is this 96,000? This is ridiculous. I kind of want to buy it. Nah, we don't have, no, please, let's leave. We can't afford it. In my language literacy cultural studies courses, we talked a lot about time as a cultural difference. It's really interesting. The way it differs cross cultures, it shows up in the workplace too. It does show up in the workplace too, Bug. I do feel like, obviously, guys, I don't want people now to be like, oh no, if I show up on time at like Pink's house, she's gonna hate me. Like, no, or anything like that. Like, I won't. Okay, like, I don't want people to be like, oh my gosh, if I show up, obviously there's individual differences. I know a lot of Africans are really like, my mom is really adamant on time. My mom is really like, we need to be on time. My dad is very all over the place, and I feel like I'm kind of like my dad in that sort of sense, where my dad is always late. Like, he tries his best, but he's just late, and my mom hates being late. I'm broke. Did you say that you showed up 6 hours late to an African Christmas party so you wouldn't have to? I did not say that. Definitely did not say that. And the thing is, even if okay, to be fair, what I did say is that if I showed up too early at the New Year's party, what will happen is that the traditional gender roles would get me to have to like take care of the younger kids take care of their children. But thankfully now there's the thing is, you have to understand, when I was going to these parties growing up, okay, Mitch and I are around the same age, right? We were the generation that was like the oldest of the kids. Okay, so we took care of all the younger kids, we took care of the babies, we took care of all the toddlers. By the way, speaking of toddlers, the way my brain, I have so many things to say. Anyways, so I already knew that because I'm a woman, they would ask me to like help in the kitchen. They would ask me to help take care of the children. And I'm like, I don't want to do none of that. I want to be a guest and just relax. I want to be a guest and just relax and not be asked nothing. He did call me lazy. It's fine. Pink's house until after the time. No, I would be like, yes, come in, but I'd be like, oh my gosh, because then I'm gonna feel bad if I don't have like a task, quote unquote, to give you, or if I don't have like entertainment ready for you, if that makes sense. I will help clean afterwards. I put so much fight. My family learned they couldn't ask me to take care of the kids. I hate it, Schmidt. I hate it. Like automatic, and mind you, there were boys too. There were boys of like, you know, the same age range. They were never asked to do anything. Interesting. No, it does not make me lazy. You're right. Thank you. Someone made a Narnia Island. Narnia Island? That is so cool, actually. I haven't seen that movie in so long. Was the movie that good? I can't remember if I liked it or not. I think there was... It's on YouTube. The island or Narnia? I read a book called Laziness Does Not Exist. I don't think laziness exists either. I do still use that language. I still use that language even though I should stop, or like I try to stop or replace it with like something else, if that makes sense. But I don't think laziness, like I feel like using the term lazy is more harmful than anything. I do still use it when I it's kind of like a quick word to describe something, if that makes sense. But while also acknowledging that I don't actually think that I'm lazy, but I should kind of clean up my language. Once an auntie laid into me for daring to say men should wash dishes too, I shut her down. I swear, I still wonder how she didn't slap the life out of me that day. Oh my gosh, I'm weak. Schmidt, you were really doing the work. You were really doing the work. Oh my gosh. Some of these men do the dishes or the cooking challenge. Impossible. Impossible challenge, truly. There was the way it reminded me of something else. I don't know if I can remember. I have a confession. I know that I'm jumping from subject to subject. I have a confession. I have a question, actually. This is gonna be kind of odd question. Okay, I've never asked this question on stream before. Where was I recently? I was at a friend's, like before I went on vacation, we went at a friend's for like a dinner sort of thing. I don't know how to say this. Let me reapply my lip combo. I don't know how to see this. I've only held like, I don't know how to say this, but I've only held like one white baby in my life, okay? Like, I've only held like one white baby. And it was my friend's baby. And like, I'm used. I love babies, mind you. I love babies. There's a point where I'm going. There's a point. Hold on. Omar, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. There's a point to where I'm going with this. There's a point where I'm going with this. I was at a friend's like house, and it was like mostly like Asian people and whatnot. And I'm used to, when I go to an event with Africans, if there's a baby, like, how can I say this? The baby's in the house, anybody can pick up the baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've held babies that I was like, I don't even know who your parents are, sort of thing. Like, especially when you go to these events, it's just kind of like everybody's taking care of the baby. Does that make sense? So, but when I go to, so I don't typically ask, oh, can I hold the baby? Does that make sense? So the first time that I went to a thing and there was, so when I was at that thing, I was like, I don't know if it's okay for me to just pick up their child because I don't know how other cultures operate. Does that make sense? Does it make sense? Like I don't know how other cultures operate. So I was like, do I ask to like take their baby to pick up their baby? Like, is that like the polite? I don't know, like because I'm used to going to, if I go to like an African event, someone is just gonna be like, "Oh, my dad was holding, I think my cousin's baby." My dad was like, "Oh, can you hold this baby?" And I was like, "Okay." Like, you know, it was just kind of like, okay, you know what I mean? It's just one of those things where it's just, you know, it doesn't even matter who the parents are, you know? I thought white babies were extinct. Would have thought she was holding a white baby if she held my son and I would disappoint her by pointing out he's amazing kid. I'm not snatching babies. I've only held one white baby. Also, to be fair, he and his sister were the only white kids in the whole daycare. You've been close to a white baby before? Yes, I have. My white friend who had a baby, and the baby's white. I should ask the baby, can I pick you up? Oh, it's just kind of like one of those cultural things for me. Like it was just a funny moment because I was like, I'm sure they would be fine, but also I don't really know how people do things. That makes perfect sense because the way at a Ghanaian party, the parents at any point, the parents are literally in the other, and at some point they're like, okay, it's time to leave. Let me go to the basement or the other rooms where the kids are, and it's like, oh, where's the baby? Okay, well, it's time to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, Pixel, you understand what I'm saying? You understand it. You get it perfectly. They're like, it's time to go. Let's go and get our baby from wherever the baby is. What you're saying makes sense. I guess it depends on how close you are. It depends on how close you are with the parents. Yeah. It's just kind of like one of those things where I was like, it's just, you know, obviously you want to respect like people's boundaries and things like that. And in like a lot of like, I'm sure like Caribbean as well and like black, you know, American cultures and whatnot. At least in a lot of like African cultures, like it's very like community heavy, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like everybody's taking care of the kids. Yeah. Same at Nigerian parties. Guiltina, you understand. Where is that baby for sure? This is the same for natives, because babies get passed around and it's like I'll go to like a thing, unless like the baby, sometimes like some babies are really, they only like being held by their family members, if that makes sense. Like if it's someone that's not their family member, they're gonna cry too much, so then maybe like they stay with their parents, but like otherwise oftentimes I won't even see the baby with their family. Like low-key, I'm like, I don't know who this baby's parents are. Like I have no idea. I have no idea because the parents have not touched that baby ever since they got here. Puff puff pass the baby. What do Cameroonians say or call those mothers who don't let people hold their baby? Wait, do you guys have a word for that? I don't know if we have a word for that. I'll ask my mom. If she knows. Or if there is such a word. That is interesting though. Speaking from wide experience, I feel like family gatherings, the baby gets passed around. Gathering for the baby, everyone is all over the baby. I love that. The way natives will intentionally socialize babies. If they shy, they just get passed around. Literally, Africans definitely do. Cameroonians, because sure, I don't know every culture, blah blah blah, but like they definitely do that. And I can definitely see where like the goal is like to socialize them. That's what I needed as a baby. I don't think we got a word for it, but it's definitely mentioned if the mother might think she's too good for everyone else. That is so funny. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love that we can, you know, this is what streaming is for. Okay, the sharing of the cultures and the things like that. Oh, isn't that what's the name of the fisherman? I don't like fishing in this game, so I'm not even gonna talk to him. I'm not gonna lie. I don't care. I don't care. I have so many adopted aunts and women around my family. Once I have a baby, I will barely see. I will barely see some baby. It really be like that. I'm a nanny for little babies, and honestly, sometimes parents get really freaked out about germs and their small baby gets sick, especially after COVID. That is fair. That is fair. I there is definitely I'm not an expert on such things. I do know that like from what I've read or what I knew once upon a time, I feel like the obviously depends, there's individual differences, but it can also like help like the babies or like toddlers develop like their immune system, because don't they say that like people that grew up in, not that the places are dirty, but they're not as kind of like germ phobic, if that makes sense, that they don't tend to get sick as much. I'm pretty sure I've read that before, and I can definitely see that in like also like just the way that like the babies are socialized and kind of like the places that they're taken and things like that. But also I'm not a parent, so don't call me on that. My cousin has a rule that you can't kiss her baby. I heard, I read that actually I get cold sores, herpes, mouth herpes, or whatever, because I know some of you guys are gonna be like, it's herpes. Yes, it is. Fine. I get cold sores, and like apparently if you, no wait, that's not even where I was. I don't know why I talked about cold sores. That's not what I wanted to talk about. Scratch anything that I said about cold sores. That's not what I wanted to talk about. Regarding what you said, Giselle, cavities. Cavities are bacteria. My brain is literally all over the place. Cavities are bacteria. And apparently, if you, for example, you kiss someone or like a baby, an adult, whatever, and you have that bacteria, then they can get cavities too. But like inherently, apparently people don't just get cavities. It's like they need to have gotten the bacteria first. So if, for example, you get kissed or you kiss someone, you get kissed by someone that had that bacteria, then you can get cavities as well. I did not maybe be out of my sight, but it was based on trauma and I didn't trust no one. Now I don't even go to family parties anymore. Oh, Schmidt, I'm sorry. That's really unfortunate. Ah, the bamboo. Please don't mouth kiss your baby. Don't mouth kiss your baby. Literally, we're more at risk from the germs babies carry. The way I saw my friends go down after hanging out with family babies. I think it's a mixed thing, a culture versus environment in terms of germs, and not especially different. Yeah, for sure. For sure. But no, yeah, so like if you kiss someone that you've never had cavities before, and kiss someone that has had cavities, that means they do carry like the germs or like the bacteria that cause the cavities, then you can get cavities too. The baby I watched projectile vomited on me today. It was a lot. Today? Oh brother. That's the part I don't want to get. I feel the way, you know, when you just get intrusive thoughts. I don't want to be puked. I don't want to be puked on. I don't want to be pooped on. The way I'm so scared, you know, like in movies when they change the diaper and then they're like midway changing the diaper and then the baby has explosive diarrhea and it goes all over like, poop is nothing. Oh no, not poop is nothing. Oh my gosh. Poop is nothing. I'm so scared. I took my kids to a dentist when their first tooth came out, and through advice from their doctor, the dentist was so happy that I didn't wish more parents did it, that we kids get used to dentist visits. My first dentist visit, I had a toothache. I was like 5 years old. I had a cavity. They sat me in the chair and I literally ran out the building. I literally ran out the building because I was scared. I've never liked the dentist. Though we have a poop obsession, if you so she was going to poop me at one point. Omar, don't do this to me, please. Who here has been pooped on by a baby? Can we get a poll? Can we get a quick poll? Who here has been pooped on by a baby? Can we get a poll? I'm being dead ass, by the way. I'm being so dead ass. Have you been pooped on by a baby? Yes, no. Let's do a little 3-minute poll. Can you please vote on the poll? It's important. Raise his hand. Poop. Oh no. I've been pooped, peed, and vomited. After they start eating salad, bro, that poop stinks. I freaking gagged when I changed the 3-year-old's diaper. She's so transitioning to the potty. She's I can't. Hi, Ime Jess. Did I pronounce your name right? No, wait, not underscore Jess. It's Ime Jess. Read it, please. I'm sorry. Ime, did I pronounce your name right? Thank you so much for the raid. I hope that you had a great stream. Welcome in, everybody. You were playing some Animal Crossing. What did you think of the update so far? I cannot set up my hotel because I'm not far enough in the game. So I'm just trying to like catch up on the things I have to do. Hi, Kawaii. Welcome in. My name is Emily. So Emmy or Emmy is all right. Okay, awesome. Emmy. Awesome. Thank you for correcting me. And welcome everybody, my name is Pink, I'm from Quebec, I'm originally from Cameroon, we like to play Animal Crossing The Sims, we like to do cooking streams, we like to dance, we like to sing, a little bit of everything. If you need to lurk and take care of yourself, please feel free to do so, but please let us know what you like about Emily and or about their stream, that we'll get to know them better. And what other things do you stream as well? Sorry, I talked a lot. That was really fast. Thank you for the follow. Not a baby, but I got dog pooped on me a few times. You guys... I will never fall for this. A dog, I will never fall for this. A lot of babies were shoved into my arms when I was also basically a baby. Guiltina. That is so real. I was watching my sisters when I was 5 years old. I understand why my parents did it, but I also don't think it's ideal, but I get it, okay? Yeah, soon my kids' teeth were rotted, but it was really when I was just being proactive. Meanwhile, both kids, no cavities. It also told me about the bacteria, right? Shimon, you're such a good parent. Also, readers, I'm sorry, we were talking about being pooped on by babies. I think all of that makes me feel like I should have my healthcare paid. You should. Trini says never been pooped on. Omar, how did you change diapers though? Did you change diapers? Le Chou, is it Le Chou? Is that how you pronounce your name? Hi Zelda. You're also from Quebec? What? What? Let me drop your follow right now. Let me drop your follow right now. What the heck? You're also from Quebec? What? Do you speak French? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to catch your next stream. And you found the stream randomly? Because the way I only find Quebecois streamers randomly, it's never because I was looking for them, which I love. Like, I love, it's like, oh my gosh, what a nice surprise. Dog poop is scary. Dog poop is scary. Oh, the eldest daughter curse for sure. The update is fine, I guess. I haven't played much because I'm doing some villager hunting. Also, I restarted my island, so the update is kind of sad because I don't have much. Emily, same. Omar changed his own diapers. Never change your kid's diaper for sure. I've been streaming in French for the last 6 years. I just switched. Okay, I have so many questions. I don't want to hold you back if you have to like take care of yourself. 5 people have been pooped on by a baby and 3 people have not. I have not voted. I did not vote. I have not been pooped on by a baby. Damn. That's all I have to say. Let me save the poll. Let me save the poll. Thank you. You did find me randomly. I love that. The way I have so many questions for you. I will have to eat at some point, but please ask me happy to answer. No, I'm just curious as to why you decided to switch to French. To switch to English, sorry. I'm just curious as to what your experience was streaming in French as well. My poor dog has food allergies, and that poor baby, when he was going through his food tasting, would just explode in his crate. So after the morning, I would just find him, his bed and the walls covered. Baby's poop's got nothing on. The walls had poop on them. You're so jealous of us in Canada? New poll, have you been pooped on by an adult? I'm debating asking that question or not. I have not been pooped on. I've never been pooped on. Knock on wood. Knock on wood, because, you know, you're one moment away from being pooped on. You know, you never know what can happen. I could talk to you about it for days. Many reasons to not switch, but more to switch. Okay. More to switch. Fair, 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 fair. I think that's so real. I'm really excited to catch your next stream. I'm really excited to catch your next stream. When do you stream next, if you already know? Before I let you go for your dinner. Let me go and sell some of these things that I picked up. I'm still earlier in the game, so I don't have the hotel yet either. I don't even have like all the houses for villagers yet. I just got a tent. You talking about Dubai chocolate? The real ones know about the real Dubai chocolate. What does that mean? The first time I got pooped on by a bird, I freaked out, but it literally happens at home at least. Oh, you were close to your house, so at least you could go and change. I'm glad. Thank you for the follow. I feel like I kind of did it in French, and there's also a limit you can do in Quebec space. It's a very small pool of people, more possibilities and doors to open. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. That is so fair. I'm excited to catch your next stream, because I always wonder about that. Like it's been a huge. It was not a difficult decision for me. I've only streamed in English. If people talk to me in French, I respond in French. But I've always streamed. I've been an English speaking streamer. But also, like, I always felt like it was kind of, to me, it feels like, if I were to switch to French, I feel like I would not be a successful streamer. I think I would still be successful to my own merit, but I don't think the spaces I've been able to, like, evolve in, like, the people that I've been able to meet and things like that, I don't think I would have had access to that. I'll probably be there tomorrow. I have something to settle with the freaking villagers. I love it. You need to start a Anglo-Quebecois guild. Imagine, oh, I know those French-speaking Quebecois are gonna be pissed. I know those only French-speaking Quebecois are gonna be pissed. Oh, there you go, these immigrants, these black people. They don't even speak French. They don't even stream in French, and now they pretend like they're and I'm like, okay, give it a rest. Give it a rest. I know they're gonna hate to see it coming. They would hate to see it coming. Oh my gosh. I think I joined right away. This guy is so sweet. You're sweet. The Wicked alerts. I love Wicked. Le Chou, I love Wicked. What's your favorite Wicked song? Some are very pissed at me. They're pissed at you. The way I'm not even surprised. I'm not even surprised. Obviously, there's racist people everywhere. There's elitists, classists, whatever people everywhere. But like some, and I'm not saying that you cannot cherish a language, because French is my first language, and I speak French. Like that's fine. But like the way some people are like a bit too into it. They're a bit too into it. These immigrants, Omar stays trying to deport me. Wicked is the best thing ever. I love Wicked. I think Canada was gonna accept it. Nowhere is safe. Nowhere. Oh, Giselle, nowhere is safe. I made a TikTok out of it, or like with like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen that trend. You have any kids? Yes, I have a daughter. How about you? How many baby daddies do you have? Anyways, I use that song, and it's for people that are not familiar with it, like that trend is basically you use that song, and it's like people asking you questions that don't make any sense. So, and I was referring to like someone coming into my stream and they were like, why do you have, they were like, are you French Canadian? I was like, yes. They were like, why do you have the Quebec tag if you stream in English? And I was like, because I live in Quebec and I identify as someone that's from Quebec, and I you know, and they were like, no, you're not, because you're streaming in English. And I was like, so then I would respond to them, and I responded to them in French, and I was like, I speak French. Like, I'm French Canadian, whatever. Like, I speak French. I grew up here. And they're like, oh, that's an interesting Québécois accent that you have. And I'm like, they were like, oh, ton soi-disant accent Québécois. And I was like, oh, so you're racist. I was like, not sure. I was like, this is the reason why I can't take these people seriously. You're just being racist. Like, please. Oh my gosh. People, though, Quebec is only French. Like, oh my gosh. And for what? I have family in Ontario and New Brunswick, so people are like, F the rest. French is the only thing. Always made me so sad. I was so proud of my tag and took it out because it only got me hate. Oh my gosh, Emily, I hate that. I'm so sorry. They clocked your tea, and Omar, don't even. In America, Canada is seen as like the perfect escape country. I feel like if you're a minority in the place that you're gonna, I mean, obviously there's the same, like, you know, the classism, the racism, the systemic discrimination and things like that. Like, that exists everywhere. That also exists in Canada. Canada also has a history of slavery. So it's like Canada is not immune to all of that, or like to that history. So it definitely, like, it might seem, or it might be less worse than, but it also has, you know, those same systemic issues. And like, definitely also, if you decide to settle in a province where you're gonna be a minority, that makes like the struggles are like amplified as well. Like, if you're like black or brown, already if you're queer, a lot of like provinces in their policies, if you're trans, a lot of provinces in their policies are kind of like regressing, you know, like the progress that we made and whatnot. And Quebec is one of the provinces that is doing that. Quebec is kind of scary right now because our prime minister stepped down. Our prime minister stepped down, and like, I didn't like him, but the thing is, the alternative that has like the most momentum right now is a party that wants to separate from and become independent from Canada. And that is really scary. They don't like immigrants. They don't like immigrants that look like me. They don't like queer people. They don't like, it's worrisome times, very worrisome times. We can't escape the US. Like I said, I have so much to say, and the next piece might be interesting. Oh my gosh, I'm sending you a lot of positive energy. I'm really excited to catch your stream. And it's like, sorry, last thing, Emily, the only people, les seuls streamers québécois que j'ai rencontrés, avec qui je me suis bien entendue, et je dis pas que je peux pas bien m'entendre. Je me suis déjà entendu bien quand même avec des streamers québécois qui streament en français. Mais les seules personnes avec qui je me suis bien entendue, avec qui je suis devenue amie, c'est des personnes qui streament en anglais, qui étaient aussi québécoises. Les seules personnes avec qui j'ai développé I'm not saying that every French-speaking Quebecer streamer on Twitch is like that, but the way is just kind of like giving a certain energy that I don't like at all. Not everybody's like that. Obviously not everybody's like that, but a lot of them that I try to, like, you know, be friendly with, it's like, okay. The cheaper provinces are racist. They are. It's like Quebec. You need everybody's help. Anyways. I I know America is influencing all the crazy right-wing people. I feel like it's a fever dream, but numb at the same time. Loki thinks of getting married this year because of how shitty the state is. South is Canadian. South is a fellow Canadian. We live in similar areas. But please, please also, Raiders, if you need to take care of yourself, please feel free to do so. But if you feel like hanging out, please also hang out. I'm trying to like catch up so that I can finally get my hotel set up. Can I change the subject again? I have a lot of that. I was thinking about this in the shower today. Not just in the shower, but like I've been thinking about this for a while. Goodbye, America. Hello, Italy. I live in Montreal and not Canada, Archie. Oh my gosh. When I went to that party, that usual like New Year's party, what team are you going for? I don't know if I'm gonna do a specific team. I think I like the color pink, so I think I'm gonna focus on a lot of like pink elements throughout my world. Does your island have a theme? Harvest Moon? My island, I don't think I'm gonna go for a specific theme. I don't think I can commit to like doing a specific thing. Also because I feel like my style of playing this game is a bit more casual compared to other people's style of playing this, if that makes sense. So I feel like to like commit to like a theme and then like undo the island to like, although now we're gonna be able to have like dream addresses, right? We're gonna be able to have like dream like extra islands just for decoration. So that could be fun. That could be fun. I'm having such a blast. You're amazing. I do need to make some food. Please enjoy your food. Please enjoy your food. Thank you so much for the raid. Bon appétit. What did I want to say? I'm changing the subject completely, but you guys are gonna enjoy whatever I'm gonna say, okay? When I went to that party, I was realizing how if you're Sheila is also Québécoise. Sheila is also a Québécois streamer that streams in English. Sheila is also a Québécois streamer that streams in English. When I went to that party, I realized how it's difficult if you're a black person, if you're an African person that's neurodivergent. Like the way that must be so difficult to navigate. And I know it's hard to navigate society as a neurodivergent person to begin with, just because, you know, the word is like set up for like neurotypical people, obviously. Let's make that girl the obviously like it's difficult, but like the way it didn't, because there is a lot of family members that I suspect are neurodivergent, are autistic, or have ADHD and whatnot. And I was thinking like how I went to like that party, and a lot of like African events, for example, are like really loud. So like if you're someone that has like sensory issues, the way you're not necessarily given the space to have your sensory issues, if that makes sense, because you're either going to like parties, you're going to like events, or if you don't like a certain food because of the texture and things like that. Like I'm obviously, I don't know about other cultures, but I do personally feel like when I would go to like my white, you know, classmates' house, their parents were more flexible about their food preferences, if that makes sense. And I was like, the way, if I refused, I remember like my household, I'm like, if I refused to eat a food because I didn't like it, like that is not even an option. You know what I mean? You better just deal with it. That's the way, that's the best way I could put it. Exactly, you better deal with it. And I was like thinking about that because I was like, oh damn, because there's like family members, I have family members that they're autistic, and I suspect that there are some other ones that like don't have a diagnostic, but I'm pretty sure they're autistic. And when I think about like family members that For a lack of better terms, thank you for the hydrate. For a lack of better terms, they were considered to throw a tantrum if, for example, they didn't like a certain food, they didn't want to wear a certain outfit, they didn't want to, when you go to like events, you're supposed to say hi to everybody. You're supposed to, and like Cameroonians, they give like 4 kisses, like, like on like the cheeks and whatnot. If you don't like touching people and things, but like you have to do it because if you don't do it, you're perceived as impolite. And that's just kind of like the way it is. Oh, if you have people visiting your house, you're not supposed to stay in your room. You're supposed to go and like socialize or like, you know what I mean? You're not supposed to like hide in your room or hide in the basement because you're feeling overstimulated or whatever the F. You know what I'm saying? Hi, Crow, welcome in. I'm a sinner, so I can't be rude. Crow, wait, what? Happy New Year, Crow. I know what his cousin who would only eat hot dogs and macaroni. RJ! RJ, that's what I mean. That's literally what I mean. And obviously, I don't mean to say that every white household is like that at all. But I can see how there's a bit more of a like flexibility and like understanding. This is killing me. There's a bit more like flexibility and understanding that like, oh, like they don't like a certain food, so we're not gonna, force them. Like this is the only food that I can get them to eat. It's like you have to deal with whatever it is, and then if you don't, I can see with like those family members, or I can see with like those relatives, if you don't comply, you're just considered as someone that's difficult and someone that is throwing tantrums. Like literally, you're considered as someone that's throwing tantrums. You were difficult and you're just trying to have attention. You know what I mean? When meanwhile, that person is probably just autistic and have sensory issues, but you're not given the space to do that. For a dogs and mac and cheese, like, colonize the word for what? Probably with ketchup. You're killing me. You're killing me. Oh my gosh. Yeah, because I definitely have a lot of, well, depending on like, where the person is like on the spectrum, I definitely have like members where like they're artistic and they need like more assistance, or they need like a lot of assistance and whatnot. So hopefully maybe like this is also going to be an opportunity for my family to understand those things more. The way I was having conversations with my parents about that and saying like how do they know if someone in like our families, like family, like ancestry or whatever, are autistic and whatnot? And they're like, they don't know anything. Like they don't know anything about this because it's not something that is really discussed in Cameroonian culture, at least. I cannot speak for every country, but I would think most Black African countries. Potato salad, brownies, collard greens, cornbread, mac and cheese. Oh, that sounds good. What kind of sad tale is hot dogs? Oh my gosh, it's upsetting how many kids have to mask and just deal and then get diagnosed as adults. This is so common. Well, it's common for so many people. A lot of times I will refer specifically to like Black people because that's kind of like the demographics that I know from, but this is so common with Black people. This is so common. And then they act shocked. They're like, what? I never. And I'm like, they literally would, quote unquote, like, we would think that they were throwing a tantrum because they were asked to do something, like to do a small thing, and we would call them, like, we would say that they were being this and that or whatever, when it's like the whole time they're just neurodivergent. Neurodetergent? This is why I'm not neurodivergent. They worked it out of me. Omar, sure. If you say so. It's not so divergent now. Okay, all of a sudden. You guys are just saying anything. Hi, Aaron Sully, welcome in. It's a systematic thing for sure. Like most of our, it is definitely a systemic thing. It's definitely like the society is definitely set up for, you know, like neurotypical people, but then also there's the cultural barrier as well. There's a lot of like cultural elements as well. Hi Zach, happy new year! Welcome in. Why are you so quiet? You too good to talk to us. Been there, mouse, so you can sit and eat. Just like let me know if you need anything and I'll help you. Don't have to talk. Just show up, don't have to misses, don't steal anything. You break, you pay, and don't stay too long. Girl, you're killing me. You're killing You break, you pay. Zach, thank you so much. I hope that you had a great holidays. I don't have the hotel yet because I am not far enough in my game. I think I'm gonna cheat and change the time again. I think I'm gonna sell whatever. Oh, it's my friend Sherb. I love Sherb. He's so cute. You can do is show up in different ways for a kid in the future. Yes. I mean, obviously, when you know more, you do better. Pink doesn't have the hotel because she loves landlords. Yes, right. You're taking your time and that's so valid. I didn't try to take my time. I was actually shocked that I didn't have it. You're new at this game, Aaron Sully. What do you like about it so far? Do you have any villagers? And if you have a villager, who's your villager? Okay, let's sell a few stuff. What time is it? 8:40. What time is it? Summertime. It's a vacation. Yeah, like the way you're forced to do it. If you don't, there are so many. There are so many. Not so many, but like there's definitely like Black people that I know that are like Africans that I know that are neurodivergent, and when they were young, like if you're like a woman, at least like in Cameroon, like if you're a woman, like I always had braids. I always got my hair braided, like always. Like I never wore my hair out or whatever. And if you have like sensory issues or, you know, sensory issues from like your skin being very sensitive or things like that, or like your pain, like experiencing a lot of like pain for like from like overstimulation and things like that, and you didn't like to get your braids, and then you would complain about the braids hurting and people did not understand, and they would just say that you're just throwing a tantrum and like you're exaggerating your experiences, like damn. And you literally just learn to shut up. Like this is actually bonkers. Pink doesn't have the hotel, sorry I read this. You're taking your time. I'm new at this game. Just about to start my new island. New island, let's go. The WTV is locked into this stream. WTV. I'm glad that you're enjoying the stream. Made to feel self-conscious. Actually, oh, shut up. Yeah, they're being dismissive about the way that like you're feeling and things like that. I was just thinking about that recently because I was like, the way like actually I was thinking about that because when I went to the party I was like, then this party is loud. If you don't like doing certain things and you're kind of like pressured into like, if you don't like dancing, the thing is if you don't like dancing though, you do have a problem. I'm sorry. If you don't like dancing, you do have a problem actually. You need to get that figured out because I don't see what there is not to like about dancing. I really don't get it. And I know that a lot of people actually, I'm kind of joking. I am joking, but like, you know what I mean? I will get it. You don't like dancing? Who else doesn't like dancing? Dancing is it's just about, oh, you know what I mean? The one idiot screwed. Because people are gonna be like, there you go, Pink is judging me again. I don't want to come back to this stream, blah blah blah. It's obviously a joke, but it's not really. I don't. It makes me feel awkward. I never dance, Omar. I know you're lying. You're Caribbean. I know you're lying. It's one of those things where, like, if like a black person say that, like, they don't. I'm like, I know you're lying. I know that. Oh, this. It was already. Wasn't there money here? Why is there money behind my house? Wow. Being said, if you can dance, get out. If you cannot dance, that's fine. If you cannot dance, that's fine. Dancing is meant to be fun. It's meant to be fun. It's not about talent. I realize dancing is my favorite STEM. Dancing is so fun. Fuck, I love dancing too. I grew up in a small farming town that was majorly black community, so I know what you're talking about. Also, I don't dance, too self-conscious. I hate that we made people feel self-conscious about dancing because it's just supposed to be fun. Like, I genuinely hate that people hate dancing and feel self-conscious about it, because dancing is supposed to be fun. Dancing is proven to like reduce your anxiety. Like, because dancing and like moving your body obviously like reduces anxiety, dancing literally, if you like take like a moment to dance, like will literally lift up your mood, like literally. I know, it's so human. It's so human. I hate that people feel self-conscious about it. This is not the society. When I become Prime Minister of Quebec, things are gonna change around here. Things are gonna change around here. People are gonna be dancing. I love music though. I love that. Amar said I dance bad, and if I dance again, he'll stream me dancing on the Jumbotron at a hockey game. Back in my day, we used to be in the club wearing business casual HR clothing, doing way too much. And yes, that's great. Singing is my expressive expression rather than dancing. Can play any instruments. I love singing too, and I'm really trying. This year is gonna be my year, guys. By the way, on Sunday, next stream is gonna be on Sunday, and we're gonna talk about our aspirations and goals for the year. What our goals are, if you guys want to set goals and things like that, intentions. They don't have to be like hard goals of like, oh, I need to like make this, just kind of like intentions. Like, it really doesn't have to be too deep. Because I know that sometimes it can get very overwhelming. But like, I do want to set intentions, including intentions about like content creation. This year is going to be great. We're about to be known as the detectives on Twitch. We're about to be known. I want to build a brand where people see my thumbnail on YouTube. They're like, yes, Pink, she's one of those people that plays the detective games. I want to be known as that. And I do think that we can do it. I do believe we can do it. Truly. And one of the things I want to work on is coming out of my shell. I have a long way to go. But like, singing has helped me so much in that. Content creation has helped me so much. As we're about to start in a second, has helped me so much in that. When I went on vacation, there was actually a karaoke night, and I sang in front of strangers. And the thing is, it's really not about sounding good. It's about having fun. Obviously, if I pay to go and see, I don't know, like Celine Dion, I don't know, like Beyonce, whatever, sing, obviously she sells the vocals. Like, one of her selling points is I'm a good singer, I sell the vocals. But like, singing is about having fun. Dancing is about having fun. All those things are about having fun. It's not about being quote unquote good. It's not about being quote unquote perfect or things like that. And if people connect with whatever your art is, that's all you can ask for. That's really all you can ask for. I'm not Canadian, but you have my vote. Zach, thank you. The national dance. Yeah, they have my vote too, but I'm also not Canadian. Thank you, y'all. I'm white and I have no rhythm. That's okay. That's okay. Go breathe and don't catch a keys. The end. Crow, I respect that goal. You already are. That's how I know you, Giselle. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you so much. I'm gonna be diving more into on YouTube. I'm gonna be diving more into story-rich games, storytelling games, choices matter, and mystery games. That's gonna be one of my look at my pink. Look at my pink. Oh, can I not hold it in the house? My pink net. Hi, Nocturnal Trash! Happy New Year! You should play the Sherlock Holmes game. You know that I actually own at least one of them and I've never played it. I wanted to stream it once and I don't remember. I think I was on the front page of Twitch, and the thing is, if you're on the front page, you can stream a category that is considered R-rated. So I couldn't stream it. I couldn't stream it. But I do own at least one game. Is that the same house with the roaches? First of all, mind your business. Second of all, Omar, don't make me expose you. I will expose you in a heartbeat, and you don't want that. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. Okay. Let's bring these things to the museum, and then we're gonna go skip to the next day. I'm gonna see if I get a visitor. They are similar from Matt to that new detective game you just finished. Omar, aren't you from New York City, the city of roaches? Giselle understands the assignment. I love it here. I love it here. The way even newer viewers, newer people in the community understand the assignment. I love that. Period. I almost spits out. He can't say anything because it's true. That's not even how I can expose him. That's not even how I was gonna expose him, but that's also good. Oh my gosh. I don't know how I did my makeup differently, but the way my skin is not oily, but the way my skin looks hydrated. My skin looks hydrated. Damn, my makeup looks so good. I did a minimal makeup. Well, minimal. I only use concealer. You know when like girls are like, I mean, and people that wear makeup are like, oh, I'm only using concealer. I'll use concealer. Omar's white privilege is unraveling. You see it. My heart can't take it. Note to self, never go to New York City. Wait, no, I have insects, but I think I already brought them before. I don't have anything to give. Never mind. Is also the city of pizza rat, which is a whole other thing. The way I would panic if I saw rats eating a pizza. Hi, Julio! This game brings back good memories. Julio, welcome back. Do you remember who your first villager or who some of your favorite villagers were, Julio? Welcome back. I'm not even wearing foundation. Okay, girl, we get it. RJ. You know when people are like, oh my gosh, I don't even have makeup on, and their skin and their face is literally flawless, and you're like, okay. You're like, okay, we understand, you are blessed. I want a type of skin where people wonder if I'm wearing makeup. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. If I want pizza, I'll try Chicago. I feel like I don't like Chicago style pizza. I've tried it a few times and I really don't like it. I prefer like a thin crust pizza, so I feel like in theory, Chicago style should be good, but it just doesn't hit for me. It doesn't hit at all. All right, we're gonna save. We're gonna save. We're gonna save. We're gonna save. We're gonna change the time. We're gonna come back. I'm not even wearing foundation, okay, girl? Thank you also so much. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here tonight. Let me share my socials. Actually, you guys should follow me everywhere, especially Instagram, because my goal on Instagram I'm gonna reveal my numbers goals on Sunday, but I do have goals. I always come back to the best live stream, and I like you as a person. You're so sweet. I logged into Animal Crossing today because I wanted to check out update 3.0. However, my game is not far enough. I'm not far enough in like the gameplay or whatever to have unlocked the like hotel and things like that. So we don't have it. Let's see at least if I'm gonna get someone on in my tent. If I don't get somebody on my tent, I'm gonna riot. I'm gonna riot. Where do you change the time? Okay. Let's go to the 17th. Cheating. We love to see it. Thank you for the hydrate. Weather hits the spot sometimes. Weather is good. Oops. Are there some of you guys? I was watching a video and it was a guy that was talking about things that people say for like attention, or like people that are looking for attention. And you know when someone says, and I'm sure that this is some of you guys, so I'm gonna expose you. You know when someone says, "Oh, I don't drink juice. I don't drink sodas. I only like water." And I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, "Okay, okay, we get it. All right. Oh, I never drink coffee. Okay. Like, okay, please." Pink sounding jealous? Maybe I'm a bit jealous. Maybe I am. Nothing wrong in liking juice. Nothing wrong in liking juice. Okay, you hate fun. You hate fun. Drink your plain water. Like, damn. Will you understand? We have a visitor in the campsite. Guys, apparently I'm forced to invite them and I have to like build for them or something like that. Omar likes Dasani. Isn't Dasani like really disgusting? I hope it's not an eagle. Lemon juice is the best. You like lemon juice? That is so sour. Or do you like lemonade? Or do you actually like lemon juice? Oh my gosh. What it does hit, but no coffee, no juice. I'm gonna go to my campsite. Do you guys think I'm gonna like the villager that's in the campsite? Can we get a little, can we get a prediction? Let's do a short prediction over on Twitch. Will Pink like the villager? Yes, no. And I'm gonna answer truthfully if I like them or not. Yes, no. Do you think I'm gonna like them? Apparently you're forced to invite them or something like that. Some of you guys said that earlier. The prediction is only gonna be up for 2 minutes. So if you want to participate, it's like super short. You like rum? Is Pink a hater? I am a hater. Coffee is the holy grail for every gamer. I love coffee. I love coffee. Coffee is great. No coffee, I couldn't do it. I love coffee. Coffee is great. It's just, I feel like, no, coffee is great. Coffee is great. I love coffee. The only drink that I don't like are energy drinks. I'm not an energy drink person at all. And what else? I'm sure that there's like individual juice flavors that I don't like, but like overall, like I like a juice, I like a soda. I'm not like, you can move your mailbox now. That's part of the update, I think. I think it is. I can think of like another liquid that I don't like. Pink drinks, I don't like milk. Okay, that's one. I don't like milk. I can drink milk if I'm eating like a chocolate or like a chocolate cake or something, but like I'm not a milk. I will drink milk in my coffee, I will put milk in my tea, but I don't like just drinking a glass of milk. I don't like that. Thank you for the follow. Pink, do you play Stardew Valley? I play sometimes. I haven't played in a long time, but I've played Stardew before. I used to stream it before, but I don't think I streamed Stardew Valley once in 2025. And I don't know if I would stream it again. Maybe. I think if I were to stream Stardew again, I would need to have like a very specific goal in mind, because sometimes it's just, I don't know. I feel like it doesn't align exactly with the type of content that I want to make. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, I would have to like find a way to make it more entertaining, essentially. Yeah. The prediction is still up. Wait, why is everybody saying that I won't like the villager? Everybody said no. You guys don't think I like the villager? What? Okay, let's go and see who they are. Please tell me they're... Wait, can I get this thing real quick? She finally saw the prediction. Like, why is everybody saying that I'm not gonna like? Why is everybody gonna saying that I'm not gonna like? Let's go and look at the tents. I'm a bit nervous. How dare Animal Crossing try to make me invite a villager that's not cute? You literally said you were a hater. I am a hater. That is true. That is true. Okay. Okay, I won't look. You guys, wait. I want you guys' reaction in the chat. But I won't look. But don't tell me who it is. But like, I want your honest reaction before I look. Wait. I'm scared. I'm a hater. That doesn't mean I won't like them. LMAO, no. Tell me it's not, please. What the wait, what? I'm scared. That was your first villager? Oh no. Oh, it's bad. It's bad. Oh my gosh, I'm scared. What is that? Please, wait. I'm scared. Everybody's saying I'm sorry. I'm so scared. Okay, I'm gonna look. What is going on? Who is this? What is going on? Buongiorno. He's Italian. This island might as well start from the beginning. Might as well restart this whole island from the beginning. My island is a hot mess. That's your Greek king. My Greek king, excuse me. His name is Klaus, which is like German, but then he's speaking Italian. Buongiorno is like hi in Italian, right? You were thinking about it yesterday. He has baby hairs at least. He has baby hairs. Why did you all restart your island? Is this fun, Archie? I don't know anymore. I have many questions. I have so many questions. I've never seen him before. Name's Klaus. Glad to see I'm the first one using this campsite. And you live on this island? I do. I figured, yeah, I'm pretty good at reading people. Okay. I can even tell that you're really gonna enjoy having me here. Not, sir, not too much. Not too much. Klaus? Not too much. Oh, but is he eating a donut? What is going on? Is it because I'm wearing a bear shirt? Is that what happens? Strudel, this island is so great. What makes it so great? Well, I'm glad I asked myself. It's the fun and the sun, the weather and the wind, the local beaches, and the step aerobic scene. It almost kind of makes me think about moving here. You should move. An exclusive invitation to an exclusive island for celebrities and entourages. There's just one little thing. I hate for it to be exclusive for just me. Can you go check with like the VIP manager? Guten Tag. He's like a traveler or something. He's like well traveled, switching from Italian to German. I don't like him. You guys were right. I don't like him. Where did he get the donut? And where's my donut? I think we all need to cheat indeed. Oh my gosh. You think he got pants under that thing? I don't think he has pants. I think he's Winnie the Pooh styling it. I'm Dutch sure. Does that mean I am one? Wait, eins, zwei. I no, that's one. Wait, not me acting as if I know anything about German. I don't. Is Winger Toga? I refuse to take him seriously. The way I have to invite him, I hate this. You're doing great. It just means, oh, it means a German. Okay, ein is one, right? Because eins, zwei, drei, vier. Not me flexing that I can count all the way to 4. All right, I'll pick his house. I'll pick his house or whatever. Did you miss what I said? It's important. I did miss what you said. What did you say? Let me scroll. He's eating that donut you dropped on the floor at Tim Hortons. First of all, you made me scroll up for that comment is bonkers. I did not drop a donut at Tim Hortons. Okay. I did not drop. First, let me play my game. Let me play my game. Before people start asking questions. Let's place his house somewhere. I can't believe that I have to invite him. I can't believe I had to invite him. Let me put him like here. You dropped a donut at... I did not drop a donut at Tim Hortons. Guys, I probably did. It happens to the best of us to drop. When you work in a fast food, it's really quick and then you drop things, you know? Happens to the best of us. Stream queen. Why is that my first? My island is a hot mess. I have 3 birds. I have a tiger. I have a bear that's dressed like a Greek god. Pink met Tim Hortons. Imagine. I did not. So you guys were right. I did not like this villager. I'm gonna close the prediction. Yeah, it's a no. I cannot count the amount of donuts I dropped when I worked at Dunkin'. You understand, Fupo. We're gonna get it so cute. Don't worry. We will. But you know what? You're right. His edges do be laid. I really got to get back to my home island and get my things in order. Hasta la vista. Okay, he's like well-traveled or something. He better bring me gifts and food. He better bring me gifts and food. He closed the game too. Now that I have him, does that mean that I can place other houses or do I have to wait for him to move in? Let's see if we can ask. Oh, Miss Able. How do you get the store for Miss Able? I guess I have to get my island. This is why I can have the hotel. Did you find a place? I did. We don't want to keep our customer waiting, so I'll proceed with construction. Alright, can't predict when someone will want to move here, but scrambling the secure plot only when you need to arise is much too okay. We'll set aside plots in advance. Yay! I'll have to charge a small percent. Yay! So that means I can place more plots. Can someone explain this game to me? This game, it's Animal Crossing. You are basically, this man is the one that, Tom Nook is the one that had the idea behind the concept where you are traveling and you're like starting over. You're starting over on the island and you think that you're the owner anyways. No, I'm going into too many details. You're starting over on the island and there's villagers that come by and you can invite them on the island. And somehow you're in charge, even though you're literally a tenant, you're in charge of the decoration, making sure that houses are built, making sure that there's amenities, making sure that people are having fun and things like that. So oftentimes people will go villager hunting to find new villagers to invite on their islands, for example. And all the villagers are always animals. You're the only human. And you can customize your house. You get a house. You can change your clothes. You can buy clothes. You can go fishing. There's like the farming sim element to it as well. Yeah, and with this new update, you're gonna be able to have a hotel on your island, which is a whole new thing. But I'm not far enough in the game to unlock the hotel, so I have to keep on playing. Was that clear? Do you have any other questions? At least he's stoked with at least he's stoked with the Kentu gel. Literally. How do I get the extra plots? How do I get the extra plots from what? Let's talk infrastructures maybe? Sell some lands! Yay! I do have to charge small fee of 10,000. Yes, sure. First, I'll collect the 10,000. Is he not embarrassed? Also, this man is a crook. And I'll just hand over the housing. Yay! I'm good. We won't have time to go villager hunting today because we've already been live for almost 3 hours. But next stream, I think next stream I want to play The Sims 2. I said that I was going to play it and I really want to play it. I want to play The Sims 2 so bad. Like, why do I have a tiger? The way my island makes no sense. I have a tiger, I have a bear, like I just... The aesthetic is all over the place. Sims 2 is so fun, Poopo. I love The Sims 2. I haven't played it in quite a while and I really need to play it to get some funny moments, some laughs. Tanuk is giving slumlord. He's a slumlord. He's a slumlord. That is... I like how Bugs is like, that is correct. The Sims 2 holds up so well. I keep saying that The Sims 2 really aged well. The Sims 2 really aged well. The Sims 1 did not age super well in my opinion. The Sims 3 did not age well in my opinion either. But The Sims 2 aged really well. Oh, we're opening a store! Yay! Yay! I can find the location for the store. Finally! Mila, what's wrong? My cat. I can hear my cat meowing in the distance. Thank you for the You Go Girl, RJ. If you want to watch the Best Sims 2 video, you have to watch, you know, Birch on YouTube. She's so funny. It really holds up. I jumped back when they released it for the Sims University. Oh my god, the drama is so good. It really, really aged up well. I think the graphics look great as well. Sims 3, the gameplay is great, but the graphics are not as good in my personal opinion. We didn't even watch the new Sims trailer. I keep forgetting to do things. I guess we'll put the store here. This is the spot. The way I just be placing buildings anywhere. I'm like, I don't know. I'm just... Wait, do I have to bring material or is that it? Yay! So that means next time we play, we're gonna have a clothing store. She's 2 seconds away from restarting. Restarting an island is fun until you realize that you restarted. Restarting an island is fun until you realize that you restarted, because once you realize that, you're like, oh shoot, there's too much to do. Can I buy clothes or are you just hanging out? Okay, what's on sale, like, please? Okay. That's it? WJ, look at the J's. The J's. It's kind of dry. I'm excited for the store because this is really dry. Little Miss Land, hi! Happy New Year! I hope that you had some great holidays, if you celebrated. Okay, this is a good spot to save. My vacation was good. I didn't even really tell you guys about my vacation, but it was good. It was good, and I'm also glad to be home. I'm glad to be back. At some point, the thing is, I said it earlier, and I keep repeating it. The last night that I spent in my apartment was on the 30th of December. Like that night when we streamed, that was the last time that I spent. The 31st, I went out of town, and like it was like socializing after socializing, and like going to events and then traveling, and then I came back to my apartment literally on Tuesday. I not slept in my bed the way I miss my bed so bad. I don't like not sleeping in my apartment. Like I don't like not sleeping in my bed. I don't like not sleeping in my apartment. I like my I like my things. I like my things. And now I can blow you up about the yes. I love that game so much. Oh my gosh, guys. That's my latest YouTube video. It's the Science of Blake Manor. I played it offline. Part 1 and part 2 are on YouTube. That is who did that? Who did that? Excuse me. Hi Chesney, Happy New Year! First of all, whoever did this, Carboni, thank you for the hype. Sloth, excuse me? And the snowball. Okay. You guys want to play games. Let me get some music. Where's my music? Okay, there you go. RJ and RJ team up. What? Have you played the I have not. I also got it and loved playing it. I saw that it's been on my wish list. I bought other mystery games, but I didn't buy that one. Thank you for the hydrate, Fire Bunnies. And the rain, the way you guys... This is bonkers. I'm gonna eat the bean, but I won't do the prediction. I'm just gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat it raw. Okay? Nice try. What do you mean nice try? Oh, the umbrella? Sloth, that is actually bonkers. She has already beaten the prediction. Is this bean gonna be a good bean or a bad bean? Is this bean gonna be a good bean or a bad bean? It's either raspberry or toothpaste. It's a bimbuzo pupo. It's toothpaste. It's not too bad. But it's not great. I think the bad is toothpaste, which is, it's not too bad. It's exactly, Bugs, it's not too bad. We've seen worse. Unfortunately. Ha la 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 la. Let everybody grab your dailies, please, before we wrap it up. The way everybody and their mama are playing Animal Crossing, which is not true. It's not everybody and their mama, but it's a lot of people. And some mamas as well. Let's see. Let's raid. Nancy Drew Games is live? Oh my gosh, I need to play Nancy Drew game and raid them one day. Let's raid Orzu. Let's raid Orzu. We haven't raided Orzu's in a second. Orzu is not playing Animal Crossing. Orzu's playing Hollow Knight. Actually. Wait, Pink, are you going to play Blake Manor again? I played it twice already. I played it twice. I think I'm missing 2 achievements. I don't think I'll play it right away. I need to start my second playthrough. You should. I played it twice already. Lomas, you're gonna ask me, how did you have time? Yes, I played it before going on vacation twice. And after Christmas. Make the maths however you would like. I played it twice already. You used to have these at work. People would ask my team a lot of last minute favors. So we came up with playing Bimboozle before the ask for moral. First guy who did it got the rotting fish. To his credit, he ate it, and no one asked for favors. Damn, but wait, that is kind of funny. That is kind of genius, actually. I played it so much faster the second time. I played it definitely faster the second time. Mia, happy new year. It's okay. I'm going to be live again on Sunday. I promise I'm going to be live again on Sunday. I think I will be live earlier than what I was initially planning because I want to do like a long stream. Like a super long stream on Sunday. I'm planning on going live at 12, but I'm probably going to be live earlier than that. Maybe at like 11 or something. My single proudest work trick, honestly, so smart. It will be a lovely Sunday stream with intention. We're also going to be setting our intentions. Yes, we're going to be setting our intentions. Thank you so much for everybody that read it today. Thank you so much for all the resubs. Thank you so much for the biddies as well. I appreciate you guys. Here are the read messages so that we can share the love with somebody else. If you are not subscribed, you can grab that first message. You can copy that first message. If you're a tier 1 subscriber, tier 1 raid message, you can grab that one. It's a pink raid. If you're a tier 2 subscriber, you can grab the third one. And if you're tier 3, you can grab the last one. Have a good night. Have a good night, Lomus Lion. Have a good night, Bug. Thank you so much for all the raids today. Thank you so much for all the love. I appreciate you. Oh, let me mute the music before my stream gets. Thank you so much, everybody that was watching over on YouTube. Thank you for leaving the stream a thumbs up. It's so appreciated. I will see you guys